Hi everyone, so let's look at Bitcoin, and I'm using new indicators. Some of these you might know. It's Adaptive Super Trend and Kalman Trend Filter, and I'm also using Momentum Bias. Again, this is how I trade. It's not advice to buy or sell anything. So currently 15 minutes Bitcoin. It's obviously bearish. So volatility is obviously high. So volatility level is 3, and you can see this number here right above this cloud. So it is very volatile. However, this number is 34, and for medium volatility number is 46, and for low volatility number is 20. So what does it mean? I still do not have a sell signal again, because the sell signal was right here. So it means that this number 46, if it is in this row for the high volatility, then I could even sell now. But right now, I'm not going to do that. So this number 3, volatility level 3, has to be the highest of these 3. So that would be one condition. Here it just shows the trend is bearish, and here it tells you that the trend is 61% still bullish, and then the trend is minus 64% bearish. So all these current conditions are not really entry level. So this indicator will give you the signal to sell. So when this signal occurs, you will see it on this second, when this second candle pops out. So the way to do this is basically you are looking at this vertical line, and here in the indicator on the below, it has to be above this dotted line, and it has to be red. If it's dark red, it's a no-go. So in this below indicator, it has to be below 0. So all the conditions were met. So where is your sell? So the sell is when this second candle finishes and it's still above this dotted line and it's still light green. So this is your sell. Your stop loss is the tip of this icon, and your take profit is 1.5, which means like this would be like a 1, maybe here. Okay, so I'm not really sure if how to measure 1.5, but I'm just eyeballing it. So if this is 1, then this would be maybe this level here, right? So which means that definitely that Bitcoin is dropping on 15 minutes. So let's go and look at Bitcoin at 4-hour chart. So 4-hour chart is telling us that, so this is from 15, so I'm gonna remove all these drawings. So when we are looking at this, we can see that it is bullish, still bullish, obviously. And right now we see that it's only 5% bullish. And here this indicator says 30. So what happens here is that I'm waiting for this candle to touch this green line, And at that point, if all three conditions meet, then we can either buy or sell. So the first condition is that the candle should be marked, instead of 1 and 2, it should be 3, 3 under this candle, because it should be volatility level number 3. And then cluster size, number of data points, should be the highest under the 3 volatility level. Right now the highest is on 2. And then the third condition would be that if it's a sell, then this red bar should be above this dotted line. If it's a buy, then there should be a light green candle, bar, and it should be above the dotted line. So right now we still don't have it. So in the past, if we test this indicator, which I did like 10 times, couldn't find a mistake yet. So here is the buy signal. So on this particular buy signal, we see, I'm gonna mark it. So I see that it's a light green bar, but it's not above this dotted line. Also on the bottom, I see that there was a change of trend marked as light blue, but it was not above 0. So my above 0 would be somewhere here. So, and then here we can see that this particular candle, it's the third one from the signal, that it's still not above. So I would have to wait for the third candle to close. In this situation, you see that it's a light green, it's above signal line. Here it's above 0. And the most important, this thing here is 3. So below this candle, we see number 3, which indicates the highest volatility. And this data here would show the highest number under 3. Right now it's showing the highest data points under 2, because we are in the past. So in this case, when all these 3 things match, then instead of buying at this level here, we are buying when this candle closes, so somewhere here. And the stop loss is always the tip of this signal here. Sometimes I put it on the bottom. And the take profit is a 1.5 or 2. So if you go 1.5, it's somewhere here. If you go 2, it's somewhere here, right? And the trade would be definitely successful. However, when you take this trade and you are observing these candles, so I would not personally get out of it yet, as long as I have threes and the bullish trend. As long as these are 3, 3, 3 and it's green. So the moment it starts showing 2, so which means this level here, I would definitely get out. So this is like a huge reward ratio, because it was really crazy trending. But you can actually see where to get in exactly and where to get off exactly. As soon as it changes from 3 to 2 in the same color, I'm out. Okay, so let's remove all these drawings and go to, I don't know, daily maybe. So daily, on the daily we see 3, which means a huge volatility. But on the bottom you see, and this is daily where you get in, and the same situation, right? So you would get in at this level. Actually, it does show you here, so this level here, and then your stop loss, and you would get out here, but because of these trees, volatility levels, you would let it ride until it turns into 2, or you can get out anytime. Or you can look at this when it starts going below this dotted line. The moment it starts going below, which is this particular, it's the highest candle. At that point, I also get out. Okay, so this is looking like a pullback. So where can this pullback be? So pretty much you are looking at 2 levels, right? One is 86, and another level would be definitely 74. Okay, so it might not come to this level of 86. It could be to 90, which I really don't care. But the fact that it did not really reach 100,000, it was almost there, but it didn't reach yet. It doesn't mean it's not going to do it, because based on the volatility that we see here, it's definitely going above 100,000. And to get in and out faster, and again, I prefer using a 15-minute chart, because it's much easier to evaluate if where you go in, where you go out. So the thing here which is important is, if I see the sell signal like here, see how it tells me a sell. So this is the sell signal. So when this sell signal, and I see this is light red, it's above dotted line, I'm very happy, but I have to wait for the next candle. But the next candle, guess what? It's dark green. And that's a no-no. So you don't want to sell it, even though there is this signal. Also, you would also look at this volatility levels, that this data is the highest on the level 3, and you would look at the number for this particular candle. So for this particular buy here, it tells you buy at this level. So this is light green, and it's not above. It's not, so this entry level, it has to be above this dotted line. So somewhere here, so it would tell you, oh, it's a good thing to buy right now. So if you do that, for example, what would happen? So let's say buy it on the signal, so which is basically this line here, and your stop loss would be the beginning of this a little sign, and then you would see this sell signal. But this sell signal, as we noticed, as I explained, it's not a valid, so you ignore it. So if this is your buy, if this is your stop loss, so in that case, your take profit would be 1.5 or 2. So even in this case, when it's ranging, if the conditions are met, you would be super profitable. It's just amazing. So as I said, right now it tells you to sell on 15 minutes. But as I said, I did not really see, let me make it bigger. So it told me to sell at this level here. I'm waiting for this candle. So everything looks good, right? So I'm gonna sell right here. My stop loss is right here, and my take profit is somewhere here. So if we go back, okay, so we still have places to go. Okay, I guess 94 would be the level. Okay, so these indicators that I show you, it's adaptive Kalman filter, oscillator, and it's machine learning and momentum bias. So ignore my Ichimoku, even though I always use Ichimoku, but these 3 indicators are just amazing. They are so precise. Never saw it before. Have fun.